the green light go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
You can't block me. You can't.
11.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but
here we go.
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On first down, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. There he goes, right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Anything moves, we hit it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54th Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mike 18, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Watch 18. 18's the Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Check down to Breida. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted Spotted at the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Right there.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's good for a 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, what a move. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 18, Mike 18.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, gun. Mike 18. 11. I got you, son. Hey, seam 6.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Mike 20.
Mike 18. Mike 18.
21. 21.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11, 11.
Watch 18. 18's the Mike. And that QB's trash. That's
5, 5.
18. Mike 18.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco
13,
offense
13,
ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 18, Mike 18. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down. Mike 18, Mike 18. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch 18, 18's the Mike. Watch the run.
2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Hey, empty. Here.
Let's go.
Hey, rip 5-2, on here. 61, match.
Wentz now on 1st down. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st down, Eagles.
Here we go, back man. 120.
54. Hey, tight.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Outside, solid.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
180. All day, baby, all day. 65, 65.
Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the slant.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, Hilliard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
Sunday.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
Go.
54, right there.
From the 36, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's find 7. Right there. Hey, 2.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sponge!
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I got you. Check.
Go now.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dontrell Hilliard, 96 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
White. Smooth. Check white, 27.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Hey, gun. 11. 27. Ricky.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another 49er first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Wide open receiver complete. First down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, orbit.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
74.
Wentz now to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Go.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Wentz. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11. 3-8, echo.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Focus, defense, focus. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Eleven.
Bring it. Mike 18. All day.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And an alley to run. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Blue there.
Bravo.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Yeah.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to let it fly. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Niners' 46-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed